He had to repair damage in a house. However, that visit that seemed ordinary became the most shocking supernatural experience that a family has ever experienced. But that's not all. In this terrifying video, you will also learn about paranormal clips so inexplicable that they will leave you perplexed. So stay with me. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present the scariest paranormal case I have ever seen. 6 horror videos. Number 6. We start with a video that was supposed to be a relaxed night of music among friends. They were in a room performing songs that will later be uploaded to social networks. However, that casual atmosphere would end abruptly when something impossible suddenly appears in one of the windows. Observe. At that moment, there were only 3 people in the room. The one playing the guitar, the one who sang, and the one recording. There was no one else besides them 3. Notice that it appears and disappears in just a matter of seconds. Could a real person behave this way? Without a doubt, a strange video, especially when you start to consider this is a balcony on a higher floor. Number 5. Every day I receive hundreds of videos of alleged UFO sightings. Some are good, some are bad. However, I have never been lucky enough to receive material as interesting as the one you are about to learn about. It was in the fall of 1973 that Jeff Greenhall, the Alabama police chief, received an urgent call about a UFO near the city. Wasting no time, Jeff went to the location. And at first, everything seemed normal. Apparently, it was just another one of those fake calls. But on one last security check, he encountered a humanoid entity that, according to his own words, he would never forget. What you will see now are the actual photos taken that night by the police officer. According to his own description, the entity appeared to be wearing some sort of silver metallic suit that resembled thick aluminum foil. It seemed like his head and neck were one piece. It was very bright. Its movements were abrupt, almost mechanical. The officer quickly realized that he was dealing with something unknown. Greenhall managed to take 4 photos with his Polaroid camera before the entity fled at supernatural speeds. Despite trying to chase him, the rough terrain ran out, and the police chief ended up in a ditch. What remained were the photos and a chilling memory. To date, this is considered a true encounter of the 4th kind. Number 4. For our fourth position, you'd better grab hold of your pillow, since for Jesus Alberto, a regular subscriber to the channel, the images you will see below represent the best evidence of life after death. What you are seeing now corresponds to a video from a security camera that shows the fatal consequences left by a shooting carried out by members of rival gangs. There were 3 victims whose souls, in the opinion of our subscriber, were captured leaving their bodies. Did you manage to see them? Almost immediately after the fatal shooting, the images show strange figures that seem to escape from the scene. However, one of them shows strange behavior, since after escaping, it tries to return to the body again. When this event came to light, the witnesses to that incident reported that apart from them, there was no one else there. And consider that there were 3 who died in that same place. So who are the ones who ran away? Our subscriber fervently believes that this is the spirit of the participants. Spirits who were involved in a situation that happened so quickly that they simply did not realize that they had died. A question that even in the world of the paranormal and esoteric is difficult to answer. Number 3. And now the main story that summons us tonight. Through social networks, countless stories and testimonies of fantastic situations, of which some users claim to be victims, tend to circulate. But none of them compare to the disturbing situation that Majuda, a Reddit user, experienced with her family. In her post, she says that her husband was bedridden due to an illness that kept him away from the family for weeks. From that moment, she went to her parents' house so as not to be alone. She says that one day she and her parents woke up, and when they went down to the first floor, they found that the kitchen was completely flooded. Majuda's father immediately linked this to a failure in the water filter system. The father quickly called his plumber to come and repair the damage. After this, he left for work, leaving a note that the plumber would come during the morning. After a while, the doorbell rings, and upon opening the door, a man dressed in a strange black suit appeared at the door. It was Majuda's brother who opened the door for him, thinking that he was a doctor for Majuda's husband, who, as I told you, was bedridden. However, he was not a doctor, but rather the plumber. The man examined the kitchen, repairing the problem, and then started talking to her mother. It was there that she called Majuda's father and put the plumber on the phone. He says that after a while of chatting, the discussion escalated and ended almost in shouting. It was in the middle of this situation that everything got out of control, as the plumber assured that he had not been sent by anyone and that he did not want any payment for his work, abruptly cutting off the phone conversation. This is where the most disturbing thing would come in. Distressed by what was happening and wanting the man to leave the house quickly, Majuda asked him again how much he would charge for his service, to which the man simply responded that his only payment would be to ask God to heal her husband. Then he asked for directions to use the bathroom, but he completely disappeared. How did he know that Majuda's husband was sick? Who was this man? The most shocking thing for the family was the way this mysterious man appeared and disappeared so suddenly, without asking for money, knowing that they had called a plumber, and even more so, knowing the delicate condition of her husband. Could it have been an angel? Could it have been a demon? An intriguing story that without a doubt leaves a lot to think about. Number 2. The following was sent by Andrea Colpo from Chile and is about a shocking recording taken by a man whose objective was to record a tragic accident on a bus. Unfortunately, this accident caused the death of almost all its passengers after the vehicle overturned and ended up catching fire. However, the man with the camera never imagined that such a recording would show something else, something as inexplicable as it was troubling. Let's see if you notice it for yourself. Did you notice the two interesting events in this clip? Although the image is not completely clear, you can see a man standing completely covered in black, as if he were burned. The second thing are those black shadows that are on the side of that man in red, levitating shadows. Are they birds, or do you think they are related to the accident? Comment below. Number 1. From the city of Temuco in the south of Chile, Aldo Monsalves, a faithful subscriber, wrote to my email to attach a strange recording sent by a friend of his. Aldo says that after a hard day of work, his friend came home and laid down in the bed with his 2 pets, at which time one of them began to engage in tremendously unusual behavior. According to him, when his dogs detect something by mistake, usually it always lasts 3 or 4 seconds. It is brief. Never before had one of his pets reacted like that to anything. That makes him think that what his dog saw that night was really there. There are many who maintain that animals have a more developed instinct that allows them to perceive what we cannot. Could this be the case? And the fact is that at first glance, nothing out of the ordinary happens. That does not match at all with the sudden reaction that one of his dogs had at first, as if something or someone completely unrelated to the house had been present there. Even afterwards, the two dogs ran out to the living room area, chasing whatever it was that altered them greatly. What did they see? Tell me your theories about both this video and the previous ones, because this investigation has already come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was the darkest secret